Here is a likely lesser-known constellation. Since the Lord showed me that verse on us sailing away, of course this came to mind. A heavenly ship, Argo, which centuries ago was popularly known as an ark. Then for some time this constellation was no longer officially recognized as a whole. Gosh, I wonder why that could be. They split it up into 3 constellations for the stern, the sails, and the keel. What was known as the mast was changed as well. Nobulus Argo, the Lord of the flock, conqueror of the sea. This ark is in tales of a great deluge that both the Egyptians and Hindu stories have claimed. No surprise there. Aries, the lamb, and Taurus, the coming judge, are high in the sky when the ship makes an appearance. This sea chariot comes stern forward, like it is backing into harbor, and on the wings of a dove no less, like the verse God gave me. It was said to have raised to the skies from the sea. Argo means swift, quick, and glistening or shining. Nobulus can mean noble, chivalrous, and celebrated. Our king comes in the twinkling of an eye. In some countries, its lore was known to be that of a horse, Equus Neptunus, a picture of aborting or mounting. Nobulus reminds me of both Noah and Nimbus, but that's just me. Noah's Ark rested on Ararat, which means reverse the curse. Now Jesus is our covering. He will turn what was meant for evil into a blessing. He will conquer and shepherd his flock. He will bow the heavens and come down on a cloud. A multitude will be taken to heaven, and we will celebrate him. Canopus, the second brightest star in the sky, is the chief pilot. His story is that he was killed by the bite of a serpent, but he conquered and changed evil to good. It's an important star, especially in the desert. Will he not create a way for us where there is no way? Do not fear, he is with us. The stern and the keel of this ship have names that seem to point to the sternum of a bird of flight. There were also other bird names for pelican, throat, and pouch. So it's a picture of a snatching up out of water, a retrieval. The sail has the word for veil, which makes me think of Jesus on the cross. But this word mentions a revealing and a light fabric for dresses, like a wedding veil. This sail was also called a banner or a covering, and we know his banner over us is love. It was also flown as a sign to reveal, a revelation, apocalypsis. And my personal belief is still that the removal of the church kicks off the 7-year Great Tribulation. The mast had words for guidance, a voice box, a larynx, a shrub or a bush. Wow. There was also mention of a measuring up, a change of captives, a turning away in shame, and placid waters. He will lead us beside still waters. Abba, off, away, born on an outgoing tide, with many children, pupils, the apple of the eye, a little light holder or lantern. There were words for the inner chamber of a temple, the unknown, and a sectioning off from the rest of society, a convoy, a transport, a moving mass, both drawn together and carried away, to set in motion. These are God's stars he set in the sky. We are meant to find him in his creation, not worship them. Deuteronomy 4:19. Beware not to lift up your eyes to heaven, and see the sun and the moon and the stars and all the host of heaven, and be drawn away and worship them and serve them, those which the Lord your God has allotted to all the peoples under the whole heaven. We were not meant to claim them and change them to our own stories, so I like to weed through the dross and sift for small glimmers of truth. And anything that lines up with the Bible is truth. Amen. May your soul be well in these trying times. Trust in Him above all things.